So welcome back to Sorare Wakey Academy. The last video we're going to do in this series is on the goalkeepers to buy to make you a profit, ready for next season. We'll also look at the final under-23 Champion Europe team at the end of the video, and we'll do a summary as well. So today we'll look at the goalkeepers, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that by looking on Sorare data. I'm going to look at the scout, player rankings. Obviously it's goalkeepers, so we'll highlight goalkeepers and we'll do Champion Europe, under 23s because that's what we're looking for, and I want to see the floor price. And when it says here, last 15 games, I'm just going to put that to 0 because there's not many under 23 goalkeepers at the moment in Europe, in Champion Europe. And I'm also going to highlight the limited one to put them in order with the highest price. So I thought I'd look down this way so you could see how many goalkeepers are actually in the league this year, how many are left. There's not that many, to be fair, that are actually playing. The one that I've actually highlighted is quite high priced at the moment, but he will make a lot of money, I think, as the new season kicks off. I'll also give you a backup goalkeeper. I won't go into details now, but I'll give you a backup goalkeeper that's a lot cheaper than the one that we're actually plumbing for. But who we're going to go for at the moment then is Alban Lafont to represent our goalkeepers. So here he is, Alban Lafont. He's 23 years old. He's got just 1 year left at under 23 football. He's one of these guys that qualifies because his birthday was later on in the year. He's 1.95 metres tall, which is about 6'4". Lafont in general, he likes to punch the ball. Although he's really good in the air, he's really good at catching the ball, especially from corners. But he likes to punch the ball as well. He's a mature player. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's a good penalty saver. Got great reflexes, his concentration's high. Does sweep the defence a little bit, does come out now and again. He's not a sweeper keeper, but he does sweep now and again. He's good at close range shots and very agile. One of his weaknesses is that his long passing game needs to be worked on, to be fair. So he started his career at Toulouse youth team and then moved on to Fiorentina before going on loan to Nantes and then signing a full contract with Nantes as well. And he's been there ever since. For France, he's played from the under-16s all the way up to under-21 level, where he still plays now. He's had 13 caps for the under-21s. So in his season so far, he's played 38 games, so that's every single game for Nantes this season in the league. Had 8 clean sheets, so not many clean sheets, but 38 games, 8 clean sheets, 3 yellow cards. He's obviously played 90 minutes per game, so he's not been injured. Saved 3 out of 7 penalties. He does concede 1.3 goals per game on average, which is quite high, but then again he's playing for Nantes, not the best team in the league. You know. He's had 1 error that's led to a goal within them 38 games. He's the youngest keeper ever to appear in League One at age 16. And he also appeared on French TV at the age of 16 as well, showing how mature this guy is. He was talking about the game at 16 years old on TV, so they obviously rate him as being quite mature and knowing what he's talking about. His actual nickname is the Wall of Nantes. Another thing going for Lafont this season is that he's qualified for the Europa League with Nantes because I think they won in the Cup or qualified through the Cup in France. But also, just in an article from, I think it was like 23 hours ago, saying that Lafont and Ludovic Blas have been offered to clubs for £20 million as like a two. Basically, both of them going away for 20 million. That's the price that the agent has put on them, and is now offering them out to clubs. So Nantes might want to cash in on him at the moment and try and rebuild from there. Now looking at his price graph here, you can see he's on a downward spiral at the moment, price-wise, as in pound-wise, fiat-wise. And he's down now as much as £304. So that's his sort of offer at the moment. In total, I mean, he's been as high as, let's have a look, £846. He's now down at 300, so there's a lot to play with there. But also, let's just do this in ETH, because some people value in ETH, some people value in fiat. I sort of swing between the two of them at the moment. But if you look at this, he hasn't really dropped that much. And there's another sale up there for 0.33. His highest ever, which was a one-off, was 0.410. So he's not too far behind. 0.38, not all that far behind. Bit of a difference when you move the pound sign. And you can see in pound has gone down just because the price of ETH has crashed. So he's stayed at the same sort of level if you look at ETH, but the pound has crashed right down because ETH's obviously gone down. His SO5 scores, and let's look at his total SO5 scores, quite consistently around the 40 to 70 mark. He's had a dip in form just recently. This is all his scores, and if we look down here, what was it, game week 252, from now on he hasn't had a great scores in any of them games. So it's like the last 10 games has been quite poor. If we look up here though, 100% of the last 5 are 43, and then he was 50 for his last 15 and 50 for his last 40. So he's out of form at the moment, 43 then his last 5. So his price should go up as he hits form again. He has been known to hit a few high scores, a couple of 80s along here and a 97 up there as well. But this is my goalkeeper for the under-23 champion squad, and it's Alban Lafont of Nantes. So going back to the cheaper version of the goalkeeper then, so I've gone for Lafont, who's £360, second highest amount on this. If we go down then, there's a keeper down here that I want to have a look at. I mean, Maximiano, £175, scoring 55s. I mean, he's on form. He's normally hitting 48s over his last 40 games. But we could go down here and we see, I mean, Etienne Green has also been out injured. Not highly rated at the moment, but could be one that does pick up eventually. And then we go to Florian Muller as well. Now Muller's only £69 and he's playing, I think, every single game near enough at the moment for his team. But another one to look at could be Philip Jorgensen, who's £22.70. Hasn't played any games here, but this guy's rated quite high. He was out on loan last season. He's at Villarreal. Could be making some sort of breakthrough soon, we hope. And also Florian Muller here down at £70. I'll have a look at him. You can see in his price, he's gone right down again in his price, but we'll put it into ETH as well, just to see if it's an actual fall or if it's just the price of ETH that's gone up and down. But yeah, he has fallen a hell of a lot. He was up there at 1.54 and he's now at 0.0680. So he's fallen quite a lot. Looking at his scores aren't too bad for a cheap goalkeeper. He's hitting the 50s and the 60s. You might want to buy a rare version of this guy, which is like £700 at the moment, cheap for a goalkeeper, or £800, cheap for a goalkeeper rare-wise. However, decent scores for that price for a goalkeeper who plays most games for Stuttgart. So let's have a look at some quick substitutes as well for these teams that I've picked up or looked at. And just come down the list, I've done the same again. I've put no games played, under 23, Champion Europe defenders, and just a couple on there that I want to pick out that are still quite cheapish at the moment. You see the ones I've already picked up, we've gone past there. But these will be the substitutes. Somebody like Sven Botman, who's £110. He's going to sign for somebody this season, I would think. So he could play really well, he could go up in price quite a bit. Also looking at Edmund Tapsoba, who's on an average of 60 at the moment. But you know, over 40 games is 51, so he's sort of on form, so you're going to pay sort of high price for him at the moment, but that's just another one. David Raum as well, sort of average as he goes along, £66, I don't think you can go wrong with. Really cheap. But Luca Netz is another one, a youngster at Borussia Mönchengladbach, sort of in and out the team, playing left back, and he's just a young kid. 50 quid for a young kid who's coming through and doing quite well at the moment, getting in ahead of Joseph Scally as it stands right now, but they keep swapping over between them. And another one there, Piero Hincapi, or Hincapi, however you want to say it, 35 on average now, 80% played, but he's averaging at 45 over 40 games, so he's going to improve a little bit. 35 now, so he's off form, and you know, for £39 I don't think you can go wrong with him. So that's my defence. Then having a quick look at the midfield, I mean, I think every single player is going to make money at the moment because ETH's gone down so much. So if you're valuing in fiat, you're going to make money. If you're valuing in ETH, these are the players that I think you should go for that would make ETH and improve overall before the season starts. Musiala, again, slightly off form, high price, 250 quid, but averaging 46 over 40 games, and he's on 38 at the moment over the last 5, so he should improve a little bit. Chiesa coming back to fitness as well now, so he's going to, I think, do really well this season. If he plays again at the start of the season, he'll do really well. Who else have we got down here? Just have a quick look down. Nicolo Zaniolo. Again, he's slightly on form from what he normally is, but he's been injured during these 40 games here. 73% of them played. he can be stunning at times, but also he can really disappoint, to be honest. So a bit of a chance on Zaniolo. Also Renato Sanchez, an average of 47 over 40 games, and an average now of just 38.4, so off form, 78 quid. I think he was worth like 250 quid at one time. So another one that's really could make your money there. Another one remains Favre, or Favre, however you want to say it. 38 average over 5 games, 52 average over 40 games. So he's, again, off form, so you're going to make money on him as well. And another one, Hassam Aouar, if you want to say it like that, due to be moved, or moving soon. Don't know where at the moment. Arsenal was his favourite team, but just started to hit form. So again, you're probably paying higher than you were a couple of weeks ago. On average, he's hitting 49, but 63.7 at the moment. Really starting to push it now after having a really bad few weeks just last month. And the one I'd advise, as my substitute then, Jesper Lindström. Sort of been out the team recently, so again, he's off form, he's out the team at the moment, but when he was playing, 40 games at 47.7, so his price should improve a hell of a lot. £41 at the moment. Again, he can't go wrong. He's only young. A lot left in the tank from him. So that is my midfielders. And we come to the forwards. Now, obviously you're going to make money on Florian Wirtz at 500 quid. He'll probably hit £1,000 again by the time he starts, if he comes back on all cylinders. Who else put down here? I'm just going through quite a few of them here, just quickly. João Felix, another one not playing at the moment. I can't know if he's been injured the last 5 games, I just dropped. Non hitting 47, great player, especially when he's on his game. But £145, so it's no sort of medium price player to look for. Well off form, but when he hits it, he's fantastic. I also wanted to look at, down here, Jeremy Doku. This is probably who I'd pick. Jeremy Doku's had quite a few injuries. When he was playing, he was higher than this. You know, if you forget his last 40 games with his injury and that, but he was 40.8 and he's down at 29.4 now. Not playing a lot. Again, he's explosive from the wings. And at £94, I think he's worth a bit of a gamble. I think, again, people are paying like £200 for this lad. So that's another one there. Daniel Milan, who's been out injured. 52.7 look, and he's now down at 0, not playing, so his price will be down. All of these, I think, will go up. Burkhart's the one we said about. Paulinho. Zalewski could be an interesting guy, and someone advised me about him on Twitter. And I'd never really looked at him before, but he looks really good. Good prospect. Again, he's just slightly off form by 5 points. 59 quid. Again, it could be worth a bit of a punt on him. So that is it for my forwards, and they're my substitutes in defence, midfield, and forward. You've already had the goalkeeper substitute. So that's my team. So let's have a summary of this team now and see what we've come up with and see if it's a decent team to look at. Okay, so let's have a look at our full team then. The under-23 champion side, and we'll start at the top with our goalkeeper Albon Lafont from Nantes. We're moving to Manuel Gusto at right back. We've got Saliba and Kalulu at centre back, strong partnership that, and Joseph Scally at left back. And remember, these are not the best players in the league. These are just players I think will make money as the season starts, or partly into it, 5-6 games into it. We've also got Sandro Tonali, who's going to be a star this season. He's sitting in that holding role in midfield, and we've got Jeremy Pino, who I put as like central midfielder. We know he's normally a winger, but he's in at central midfield alongside Eduardo Camavinga. Bit expensive, but a player that's really, really going to explode this year. Then we've got up top Ricardo Pepe as the main striker. Not really had a chance yet where he is, but I think once he starts getting into that side, he's going to hit form quite big. We've got Jonathan Burkhardt, who's been pushed around a few big clubs just recently, so we'll see if he makes that move. But he's on the right. We've got Hugo Duro on the left, who again is sort of a bit part player for Valencia this season. However, getting better and better, and he will be in the team this year, as far as I'm concerned. But that's our team overall. Now, again, remember to comment below if you think change anything on this, or you see a real good bargain at the moment. And remember also, because of ETH price dropping so rapidly this week, nearly every player on the whole platform will make money eventually once the ETH price goes up. But for the moment, this is the players I was picking, and I think they'll do really well. You've seen the subs that I've picked as well, so just have a look at them, do a bit of your own research. Remember, see what teams you can come up with, and even put a picture at the bottom of here to show me what you think. Or you can find me on Twitter. You know who I am on Twitter. Have a look on there, and bung me the team that you think is better than this, or will make more money than this. So remember to subscribe, and also to like the videos. It helps to push the video up to the top of the list and stuff like that. But that's this series finished, and now I can actually get stuck into the ones that I want to get stuck into, the players that I like. I'm going to do a bit more in-depth videos, maybe have some sort of video and more pictures involved as well to try and make it a bit more exciting than this. This is all just factual stuff of who I think will do well. But we might dig a little bit deeper into teams and who the best people are to get in your side and stuff. So a few more interesting videos coming up soon. Thanks for watching again. Take care.